Welcome everybody to this thrilling encounter. We have in the pink and blue caps Rangers from Cape Town, and in the white caps we have Nelson Mandela Bay. This being a pool match, both teams after day one settled, found their mojo, found their groove, and hoping to take away all 3 points in this fixture. Kimberly Kemp with the ball into the center, stolen, retrieved and eventually gathered by the goalkeeper from NMB. She's currently looking for an outlet pass and finds Lucy Rutherford on the left hand side, who's trying to draw a foul, but really good pressure defense from Rangers. It's a tight press all round, and the steal at the top, and away go Rangers. Tanika Cooper moves the ball up to the left wing, where Jess Brown is looking for options. Maxine Langenhoff with space on 6 meters takes a shot, and well saved by Kimberly Kabiri. This NMB team being coached by Delane Mentor, world famous female Olympic coach. As we see NMB sliding up the left hand side looking for an entry pass into the center. It's a scoop shot, very well saved. Some clutch reactions. Rangers on the right with Justine Luck in possession. Looks to the far left to Jess Brown. Pass goes over, but there's options in the middle. Ball into the center. And Kabiri jumps out and makes a very well timed steal. NMB have options. They have the overlap on the left hand side. The ball is high at the pool. Shooting options available. Cross cage shot. Well parried. And Rangers are on the break. Maxine Langenhoff in possession, scanning for options. They do have an extra player. Cross pass finds Jordan Harding. He draws a foul, and Tanika Cooper tries the foul and shot from outside 6, but the referee has adjudicated that the foul was actually inside the 6 meters. So the score remains 0-0 with 3 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock. Both teams just sussing each other out. There's a reversal from the referee for ducking under, and Rangers are on the break. If Harding can look forward, she can find Jess Brown. Kimberly Kemp feeds the ball into Jess Brown, shot from the hole, and it's a good goal from Jess Brown. Really good reactive play from Rangers. Jordan Harding scooping up the ball, sending it wide to Kimberly Kemp, who feeds the ball into the center forward, and Jess Brown gets the glory. So 1-0 it is. Still very tight. Both teams trying to adopt a press defense. In other words, the ball is restricted from movement, and as we see the press defense come to fruition, as Maxine Langenhoff swoops on a loose pass. She's driving in towards center. It could be a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And she goes for the donut, and Kimberly Kabiri is well up to the task. Incredible save. The donut shot is one that goes over the goalkeeper's head, and Maxine went for the donut, and it didn't pay off. As we see Jordan Harding working well in the center forward position. Shot comes from Tanika Cooper. Skips off the crossbar. Well covered. Good block defense from NMB. Ball on the halfway on the right hand side. Lucy Rutherford looking for options. It's a long cross pass to the left hand side, which finds Elizabeth Horn. She draws a foul. There is some movement up front. She opts to go backwards to Caitlin Jamili. Foul shot from outside 6. The The option is a lob. Unfortunately for Lucy Rutherford, didn't quite find the corner of the goal. And Rangers move up the pool with possession. NMB adopting a bit of a zone defense now, even though they've got a front mark in the center. Finally, pressure on the perimeter. Draws a turnover of possession. And NMB find their way up the pool. It's really good work from Gabriela Grobbelaar. Stole possession, one possession back for NMB. As there's driving moving through the center. Olivia Atwell in possession, playing for the foul and shot. Just takes a shot without the foul and it goes wide. In transition, Rangers are making a substitution as Tanika Cooper is replaced by Kelly Seymour. Upfield, Tess Brown in possession. There's lots of action on the left wing with Maxine Langenhoff. And finally, Tess Brown takes a shot with no other options available. One attack left each per team. 47 seconds on the clock, so both teams will try to utilize the time that they have left in this chukker. It's a foul. Outside 6, ball into the center. Draws a foul. NMB with 13 seconds on the shot clock. They've still got plenty time to create a good attack on goal. There's some driving around the back, but the pass over the top is very well intercepted by Justine Luck. Now Kimber Kemp on the right-hand side. Possession for Rangers. Wants to control the attack. Slowing it down, waiting for options. Very experienced player, Kimberly Kemp. Multiple world championships for the national team, and she's the captain as we see the shot go wide from Kelly Seymour. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. So Kimberly Kabiri is working the ball up the pool and finds Tegan Harty, who goes for the audacious shot from the outside and really well saved by Brittany Gutuza. So, the end of the chukker, 1. The score is 1-0 to Rangers. Welcome back to the encounter between NMB and Whitecaps from the GQ, Rebecca, and Rangers in pink and blue. They hail from Cape Town. Rangers are coached by Devon Card and managed by Devon Card. very popular figure in the water polo circles as we watch the swim-off, and 50-50, but Jamili comes away with it. So NMB statistically have an extra attack in this chukka if all things are even, giving them another chance to draw level here. Ball on the left wing. Tegan Harty finding the option on the far side with Caitlin Jamili, and the ball's gone into the center. And Georgia Ross draws a foul. Really tight defense, press defense from Rangers. Unfortunately, the ball is fumbled by Lucy Rutherford, and Rangers get the reversal. Rangers in possession with Josie Douglas, finding Justine Luck, who's found Jess Brown on the left wing. Interesting drop defense on the left wing by NMB. Ball into the center. It's now reversed. A lot of action in the center. Not much purchase, to be honest. We haven't seen a single shot from the center except for the one goal that Jess Brown scored. Lucy Rutherford on the right-hand side. She finds Tegan Harty. Tegan Harty and Jamili interplay. Really good interplay between the two of them. There's a wing drop defense on the left-hand side by Rangers. There's options to shoot for Lucy Rutherford. She lets fly. And the ball is gathered by Sian Lester. Rangers looking for options. There's a driver going down the center. That's Kimberly Kemp. NMB have scurried back on defense, and there's a reversal in the center, which gives NMB possession as they streak forward down the left-hand side. Elizabeth Horn carrying possession, looking for the cross pass. If there's a pass into the center here, it could lead to something. Really, really well anticipated by Sian Lester, the goalkeeper for Rangers. Rangers looking to slow the game down. It's a bit helter-skelter, lots of reversals and transitional play. Using the full 30 is advisable at this point, otherwise it turns into a swimming gala as we see Josie Douglas looking for a foul. She's found Jess Brown on the right wing, which is a tricky position to shoot from. There's only 2 seconds left on the clock, and Jess Brown decides to concede possession by dumping it in the corner, which means that NMB have the ball and a full 30 seconds to attack. Ball on the left, 6 meters out. Erin Harty with possession. She has a potential chance to shoot here. She decides against it and finds Lucy Horn, who takes a shot, but that's then gone wide. Sian Lester in possession, slowing it down as Rangers make a substitution in transition. Maxine Langenhoff entering the play. Jess Brown with possession, finding Kimber Kemp, who finds Maxine Langenhoff, who's just jumped into the pool, and there's an exclusion off the ball. So Rangers have an extra player scenario, 6 players versus 5. Shot comes off the goalkeeper and the crossbar. NMB live to fight another day as Georgia Ross is substituted in the corner by Michelle Blaine. Michelle Blaine looking to the top right. This is an ideal position if the drivers come through. And Lucy's gone for the lob. Unfortunately, doesn't amount to much, and that's a 10-second possession, which means NMB are now tracking back. So looking after the ball and using your time wisely is something that both teams have struggled with in this second chukka. Maybe a bit of nerves. No one seems to be dominating it at this point, so both teams rushing their attacks, and to add to the chaos, there's been a number of reversals and contra fouls in the centre forward position for holding. So we see Lucy Rutherford here spinning and driving down to the right wing, but well defended by Rangers. There's a pass across field, which finds Charlotte van Boschov, and NMB run out of time. So 1 minute 22 left, and very little to speak of in terms of shots on goal, except for the one shot on target for Rangers as Maxine Langenhoff receives a foul, and there's a cross pass which is very well intercepted by Olivia Atwell. Great defensive play from her. We're down to 1 minute in the second chukker, so both teams, if all things are equal, have roughly one attack each left of this game to either draw level for NMB or go 2 ahead from Rangers. There's a spin on the perimeter from Olivia Atwell. The foul is outside 6, so hypothetically she can take the ball back to outside 6. She's decided to dump the ball with 3 seconds left, and that gives Rangers a full 30 to attack. There's 36 seconds on the clock, so if Rangers can either score or draw an exclusion, they will get the opportunity to gain a 2-goal advantage. But wonderful defense from Blaine here, who's tracked back and stolen the ball from Kimberly Kemp. As things pan out, NMB have a final chance. 15 seconds left of the chukker. 12 seconds to manufacture a goal. Harty with possession. She shoots really good bounce shot. And very well sighted by Sian Lester. So that does it for the half. The score is still 1-0. It's quite a cagey affair. The NMB team adopting a zone defense, whilst the Rangers team is switching between a press defense and a topside zone. So that's it for now. Please join us in a minute or so for the second half of this thrilling encounter. Welcome back. We've had one half, very much a stalemate, to be honest. Good defense from both teams, nullifying each other's attack. The only goal to speak of was from the centre forward position. That was scored by Jess Brown from Rangers, the number 11. I have a sense that the next 2 chukkers are going to be box office stuff. Both teams figured each other out. by now, and both coaches have had a chance to re-strategize and come up with a formula that's going to get them over the line. As we prepare for the swim-off, both teams getting in position, and the referee blows the whistle. We have Kelly Seymour outswum by Olivia Atwell, and NMB position on the left wing. Foul drawn, a little bit of action, a little bit of movement, potentially some holding on the drive. Ball across the pool to Tegan Harty, who then finds Lucy Rutherford, draws a foul. Really good defense from Maxine Langenhoff. Cross pass, and Jess Brown squeezing the ball. There's a turnover for Rangers, and great tracking back in terms of defense from Tanika Cooper. My apologies, that was Kelly Seymour. Tanika Cooper now has possession, searching for options. There's two drives coming down from the top. The ball is on the wing. It's an ideal opportunity to play the ball in, and it's a great drive from Maxine Langenhoff. Great pass, unfortunately rushing her effort, which is well saved by Kimberly Kabiri. Lucy Rutherford forcing the pass over to Georgia Ross. In the upfield, there's a contra foul reversal, so NMB get another bite at the cherry with possession on the 2 meter in the front court and a full 30. So patience required here. Good passing, attentive passing, and maintaining their possession as they work the ball around. There's an exclusion off the ball. Jess Brown is excluded, impeding Olivia Atwell on the 2 meter line, and NMB have a chance to draw level if they capitalize on the numerical advantage. The 6-on-5 play, ball at the right wing. The pass has gone across the pool to Olivia Atwell. There's 6 seconds on the clock. She's probably going to look to fire one off here, and it's well saved by Sian Lester. Rangers on the break. Karina Lartigan in possession. She's found Maxie Langenhoff. Maxie Langenhoff has played herself, but she's got to complete a pass, and that's a great pass for Kimber Kemp. And the shot equally as good. Unfortunately, Kimberly Kemp is adjudicated to be inside the 2 meter, which is quite puzzling. She's outside the box area, so she's actually done really well to come back and regather possession. There's a push off. Jordan Harding streaking up the left-hand side with possession. She has a chance to cross pass or a chance to shoot. It's almost a one-on-one, and she nails the post. Karina Lartigan, Maxine Langenhoff in possession. She's going to entry pass to Kimberly Kemp, that is. Kimberly Kemp draws a foul, which isn't much use at this point. There's another foul for Kimberly Kemp in the center. Karina Lartigan in possession. Kelly Seymour passes into Maxine Langenhoff, and it's a reversal for pulling the ball underwater. Tegan Harty in possession. She plays herself. She can shoot if she would like to, because the foul was outside 6, but she opts to pass the ball to the wing, and Elizabeth Horn is trapped in the corner by Karina Lartigan, but she's managed to turn inside. It's 5 meter territory, and Sian Lester pulls off almost the impossible by plucking the ball out of Horn's hands just as she was about to shoot. So great defensive play from Rangers, the Rangers goalkeeper, as she feeds the ball upfield and finds Maxine Langenhoff. There's options to play second set, and she does so. Unfortunately, Kimberly Kemp's shot has come off the crossbar. So enterprising play from Rangers as well as NMB as both teams start to roll the dice on attack. Players expressing themselves a little more, willing to take a few risks. NMB have set a centre up the middle, and there's now a drive as Tegan Harty finds herself on the 2 metre cross pass option, and the referee has called a halt to the game. He's called for possession, which means there's either a table possession clock error or there is an extreme situation scenario where a yellow card will be offered or even a red card. As it appears, it's a table query. I think the query is around how many exclusions a certain player has received. As we see Jess Brown entering play, I assume that there's a query around maybe how many exclusions she's had. However, all seems to be good, and Rangers now have possession. Sian Lester is looking for options as Rangers conduct a double flying sub with Jess Brown and Josie Douglas entering the field of play. There's options to play centre as the zone is drawn out. Kimberly Kemp finds the cross pass. It's Jess Brown. Great two-handed save from Kimberly Kabiri. That was excellent stuff. She read that shot as soon as it came off Jess Brown's hand. Kimberly Kabiri knew exactly where it was going. An incredible regather afterwards. NMB looking for centre forward options. It's a sneaky shot from the outside by Olivia Atwell. Sian Lester reacts well, and NMB have a 20-second possession through the corner play. Michaela Blaine took the foul and shot from the outside from about 8 meters, and she's been counter-attacked now by Jess Brown, but she recovers well as Kimberly Kemp holds possession on the right, looking for options. This is Tanika Cooper. Options to play into the centre. Kimberly Kemp fires one off from the right wing and hits the post. Kimberly Kabiri well positioned to gather the rebound. So once again, both teams rolling the dice here. A lot of shots on goal, a lot of attempts in the first chukker and the second chukker. It wasn't very apparent as both teams just negated each other from a defensive perspective. In this chukker alone, I think we've had more shots than we had in the entire first half. So the game is heating up with 24 seconds left of the chukker. The score is still 1-0, and Tanika Cooper has possession, working the ball forwards. 6 meters out, foul and shot on the outside potentially. Instead, there's a pass into the centre, and Jordan Harding spins Georgia Ross a full 180 and earns her team a penalty. Kimberly Kemp lines up for the penalty, and the most experienced player in the team is well equipped to bounce the ball into the top left-hand corner, in off the crossbar. So Rangers are 2-0 up with 10 seconds to go. NMB would probably look to fire off a long shot from inside their own half, and instead they opt to hold on to possession. So the game has sprung to life, and we have one more chukker left with Rangers 2-0 up against NMB. I'm sure Delane has a plan. She always does. So let's expect fireworks in the final chukker. Stay tuned for one more installment of this incredible affair. as the referee Steve Tudhope waits for both teams, fires away for the fourth chukker. 6 minutes to go, 2-0 to Rangers from Cape Town, and NMB win possession. They're a great swim off by Jamie Brown. Olivia Atwell in possession, being pressed by Jess Brown on the perimeter, close to the halfway line. She draws a foul, and Rangers have adopted their press defence again, which they used in the first, to great effect in the first chukker. Front mark at the centre, press out on the perimeter, and Caitlin Jamili is struggling for options as they fed the ball past their own halfway line and decide to dump the ball with very little possession left. Great defence from Rangers, very disciplined squeeze defence. Kimberly Kemp on the right hand side looking for cross pass options, could move one more, and Jordan Harding in possession. She finds Maxine Langenhoff, who's unfortunately contrad reversal call against her for costume holding. Great positioning, just, probably not subtle enough in terms of holding the costume, and the referee spotted it, as we see NMB in possession, and Olivia Atwell gaining a foul on the perimeter outside 6 and opting for this foul and 5 shot. Wonderful skip shot from Olivia Atwell, sliding the ball into the bottom left hand corner, or to the right hand side of goalkeeper Brittany Gutuza. So NMB have found a way back into the game. It's 2-1, 4 minutes and 51 seconds left, so a lot of time to play still. Both teams will be cautious of giving away possession too easily. Try and construct and formulate some good attacks as Maxine Langenhoff finds Jess Brown on the right control. There's 12 seconds, a 1-2 situation. Good zone from Olivia Atwell. Kimberly Kemp looking to fire one off, which is then saved, but there's a break up field, and Gabriela Grobola was on a fast break. If only they'd got the ball to her sooner. She's now set herself on the 2 meter, and it's a scramble defense from Rangers. Laddering down was Jordan Harding, managing to steal the ball from Gabriela Grobola. Jordan Harding once again in possession on the left hand side. She's going to look to feed the ball left, potentially. Instead she goes right to Kimberly Kemp. Pretty much the brains and skill of this outfit. Oof. Shot from Kimberly Kemp had Kabiri going absolutely the wrong way, and unfortunately just nailed the woodwork. Crossbar through to Jordan Harding, who finds Maxine Langenhoff, who's working really hard in the centre and draws an exclusion for her team. This is a big moment for Rangers. If they can utilise this 6-on-5 advantage, they've got another 17 seconds to use this extra player situation, and Maxine Langenhoff with the cross pass. She finds Jordan Harding, who's going to fire one off. That's also come off the crossbar, but really well parried into the goal afterwards on the rebound from Jessica Brown. That's her second of the game. Very fortuitous. The ball landing directly in front of Jess Brown as the shot was fired off from Jordan Harding on the perimeter. Those are the kind of goals that you can't plan for as a coach. Often you set up your defense in a particular way when you're 6-on-6, and then when you are a player down on the extra man play, you set up your 5-on-6 in a particular way, and you hope that you get a block and the ball is deflected away from the danger area. Unfortunately, in that situation, no block. The post came to the rescue, but Jess Brown was waiting to pounce. So Delane Mentor using this opportunity. They've gone 2 goals down. They've conceded an extra man goal, and she's called a timeout. She's most likely strategized and explained a 6-on-6 play for her team. The likelihood of them rolling in a second centre forward at some point, as well as looking for a foul and shot from the left control position. It's probably what's on her mind as we see NMB driving down from the centre-back position. Tegan Harty in possession. Tight defence once again from Rangers. But there is a zone and there is a cross pass, and it's gone all the way across. And that is an incredible save from Gutuza. It almost appeared as if it had already gone into the back of the net. And for all those young goalkeepers out there, that's the technique for saving a cross pass that's now being thrown into your cage, and you actually don't have the legs to get right across the pool. Upfield, Jess Brown is having a storm as she's just gained an exclusion for her team. So she's scored 2 goals and earned 2 exclusions for her team, giving her team an advantage in this particular moment. Devon Card, the coach of Rangers, has called a timeout. There's 2 minutes and some change left of this chukker, so having scored their last man up, he's decided to call a timeout in this particular case, just to make sure that they're all on the same page, maybe assign certain players to certain positions, calm everything down, get everybody thinking calmly and clearly. His advice would probably be something along the lines of make sure that the wings are setting up wide and the 2 control positions at the back of the 4-2 formation are setting up just wide of the posts and further back, around about 6 meters, so that they afford themselves space and freedom to move the ball freely and not be under pressure. You'll also be asking them to make sure that their passing is all on hand. Passing on the hand is crucial for the execution of an extra man play. Kimberly Kemp on the right. They're shifting to the right hand side as Jess Brown and Kimberly Kemp exchange passes, and they find Maxine Langenhoff on the left hand side. She fakes and then shoots cross cage. It was an incredible block. NMB are streaking up the right hand side of the pool, and there's an opportunity here for a counter attack goal. But Langenhoff tracks back and spoils that opportunity for Katie Newborn. Katie Newborn gone for the long pass over the top to find, it looks like Olivia Atwell. My mistake, Olivia Atwell in possession now, and Katie Newborn fires a shot away off the crossbar. So what's all happening here? NMB rolling the dice and increasing the tempo. There's still plenty of opportunity for this game to go to a draw, so there's hypothetically 2 attacks for NMB left, and Coach Devon Card telling his team to hold the ball, and there's a contra foul in the centre which gives NMB an advantage. They now have 2 attacks left of this game, so if they score from both attacks it could be a drawn affair. Drive from the left hand side by Lucy Rutherford and scramble defence from Kimber Kemp. There's the experience coming into play there. Kimberly Kemp tight on a defender and then ladders and switched across to steal the ball away from Lucy Rutherford. Coach Devon Card will be imploring his team to just slow the game down and use the full 30 seconds, of which they have 13 left, if they hold on to possession for the full attack and then dump the ball in the corner. Hypothetically, they can only concede 1 more goal and then they'll gain possession again and run the clock down. So it's a turnover. They've done just that. They've dumped the ball in the corner, and NMB will push up 44 seconds, and Kibiri finds Rutherford on the left-hand side. There's a drive in the centre and a bit of a duck under. But incredible defence from Kimber Kemp, not allowing the pass to go into the centre. There's lots of white water and splashing on the right-hand side. Charlotte van Boschhoff has earned her team an exclusion, and it's a 6-on-5 play. Olivia Atwell likely to be the shooter in this scenario. She gains a foul outside 6. She goes for the no-look shot and almost retrieved on the rebound by NMB. So that leaves it all to Jordan Harding to control the ball and go for one final shot as the time runs out. Well done to Rangers. KG Affair right out the gate, 1-0 at half-time. Some exciting play in the second half, which led to Rangers scoring an extra player goal and a rebound, which means that they take all 3 points. Well played to both teams, and well done to both coaching staff. Thank you for joining us at the Gauteng Invitational. Please stay tuned for the next exciting encounter.